Kavanaugh Accuser's husband breaks his silence, exposes the sick issue his wife has. Blasey Ford's accusations against Supreme Court nominee Judge Brett Kavanaugh are still front and center. As of yesterday, she was confirmed to testify on Thursday in front of the Senate Intelligence Committee. That should be interesting, as none of the four witnesses she has named back her version of her story. And now a second accuser has surfaced with ridiculous claims that even her best friend claims are suspect. Ford's husband is now breaking his silence, and what he says exposes the sick issue his wife has. Russell Ford, her husband, says Christine has long had issues with not getting the attention or respect she felt she deserved. Sounds like she has a craven obsession with attention and respect. Well, she's getting attention. As for respect, not going to ever happen here. In fact, she's made herself a laughingstock. When Donald Trump won his upset presidential victory in 2016, Blasey Ford's thoughts quickly turned to a name most Americans had never heard of, but one that had unsettled her for years: Brett Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh, a judge on the prestigious U.S. Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia, was among those mentioned as a possible replacement for Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia, who died in 2016. When Trump nominated Neil M. Gorsuch, Ford was relieved but still uneasy. Then Justice Anthony M. Kennedy announced his retirement, and Ford, 51, began fretting again. Her mindset was, "I've got this terrible secret. What am I going to do with this secret?" Her husband, Russell Ford, 56, recalled. To many, Kavanaugh was a respected jurist. To her, he was the teenager who had attacked her when they were in high school. Ford had already moved 3,000 miles away from the affluent Maryland suburbs, where she says Kavanaugh sexually assaulted her at a house party, a charge he would emphatically deny. Suddenly, living in California didn't seem far enough. Maybe another hemisphere would be. She went online to research other democracies where her family might settle, including New Zealand. She was like, "I can't deal with this. If he becomes the nominee, then I'm moving to another country. I cannot live in this country if he's in the Supreme Court," her husband said. She wanted out. She didn't always get along with her parents because of differing political views, Russell said. It was a very male-dominated environment. Everyone was interested in what's going on with the men, and the women are sidelined, and she didn't get the attention or respect she felt she deserved. That's why she was in California, to get away from the D.C. scene. It sounds to me as if she hated Kavanaugh because he never paid attention to her and because of his politics. Personally, I don't believe her story at all. I think this was a planned smear campaign from the left. Otherwise, as Lindsey Graham pointed out, why did she get a polygraph in August and retain an attorney at that time? I believe Ford definitely has issues of the mental variety. This whole thing reminds me of the Salem witch trials. Feinstein is now calling for an indefinite delay to Kavanaugh's nomination. How convenient. That's exactly what the left wanted before they came up with this dog and pony show. President Trump is not backing down on his support of Kavanaugh either. In fact, he's doubling down on backing Kavanaugh. From Breitbart. President Donald Trump dismissed on Monday the idea that his Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh would withdraw his nomination after a woman accused him of sexual harassment over 30 years ago. "What a ridiculous question," Trump replied when asked by reporters at the White House about whether his nominee would withdraw. But the president appeared willing to work something out with Democrats to get a full process and hear everybody out. "I'd like to see a complete process. I'd like everybody to be very happy," he said. "Most importantly, I want the American people to be happy because they're getting somebody that is great." Trump expressed skepticism about the timing of the allegation, which Democrats knew in the summer, specifically criticizing Senator Dianne Feinstein. "I wish the Democrats could have done this a lot sooner because they had this information for many months," he said. "And they shouldn't have waited till literally the last days." Ford is a registered Democrat who has given small donations to political causes. She has donated to Act Blue, a non-profit group that aims to help Democrats and progressive candidates, The Wall Street Journal reported. "This is not a matter of trust. It's a matter of facts." Ford can't recall the year it happened, where it happened, when it happened, who hosted the party, who was there, who brought her or who took her home. Deborah Ramirez, a Yale classmate of Kavanaugh's and the second accuser, has an even flimsier story. Ramirez's allegations are gross. Friends of both Kavanaugh and Ramirez dispute her allegations, 3 of whom spoke to The New Yorker on the record. The others remained anonymous. Both accusers are sick in my opinion, and this is nothing more than a coordinated political hit job. Just stop already. Please don't forget to like and support our channel by press subscribe button. Thanks for watching.